Welcome back to the Lose Weight by Eating podcast. I'm your host, Audrey Johns, and I wanted to share with you all how I really screwed up last year. So if you've been listening for a while, you already know that I threw away or I donated my bathroom scale, and it changed my life. And I did a whole podcast episode on it and why it's great and why I really, really recommend that you do it. But that's kind of the theme of this week. I screwed up. So, as I discussed last week, I joined a gym, which has been so great and I love it. And I love the people there, and it's become part of my daily routine. When you join these gyms, they often have you get onto a machine. I believe it's called the in-session machine, where you stand on it barefooted and then you hold onto these little handles. And basically, it collects your weight and your BMI and where you're holding more muscle or more fat, and it shoots out this whole graph. So I join the gym, I get a free trainer visit, and I get on the machine, and I knew it was going to be bad, right? I hadn't been to the gym in years, and I'm in my mid-40s now. Weight maintenance does not get easier as you get older. And so I knew it wasn't going to be good. I knew I wasn't going to be happy with it. And I actually finished my free session, walked outside, tore it in half and threw it in the trash. So that was a good thing, right? Like, good job, Audrey. You did not let that affect you too much. So I'll call that part a win, right? Now, I didn't really click with the trainer. Some people you just don't click with. So I didn't really see her again or chat with her again. But then maybe 2 months later, I'm walking into the gym and there's this adorable trainer, young gal. And she's like, "Hey, would you like a free, weigh-in?" You see where this is going, right? So I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" So I take off my shoes and my socks and I stand on the machine and I hold onto the thing. And the thing spits out and I'm like, "This is going to be great. I've been working out so hard. I feel so great about myself." It was not great. Now, here is one thing I really want to stress. If you're trying to lose weight or even maintain weight and you are also exercising, you are going to add muscle. And this is a big piece of why I genuinely hate the scale, is because it's not really an accurate measurement. And I don't want to go too much into that old episode. I'll go ahead and link it below. So if you haven't listened, but there are other ways that you can measure your weight loss. For instance, putting on the same pair of jeans once a week and seeing how do these fit, right? Or photos. These are a better representation of what you look like than a scale, a machine, right? So I get on this machine and I'm just so excited. Like, this is going to be great. And I hadn't lost a single pound. I had gained some muscle, it said. I had lost some weight, it said, but it was completely deflating. And I went from, this is going to be great, and I'm so excited about my workout, to, well, what am I doing all this for? Right? And that's how you feel. And, she shows me everything. She's really sweet. She offers me a free training session. I've actually done a few training sessions with her. We really clicked. When I was in Barcelona, I was texting her and she was telling me where to go for a show and this and that. Like, we really, really clicked. So I'm glad I did it because I made a friend, but really set my mental health back in a big way. So she goes over everything and, she starts to talk to me. This is a two-parter screw up. I did a lot of screwing up in 2024. I'm hoping this makes you feel really good about yourself. So then she circles, she's like, "Well, you need more protein." And I don't really eat a lot of meat. I eat meat maybe once a week. I just don't feel good when I eat it. Obviously, the Lose Weight by Eating website has got tons of chicken and beef and fish and turkey and all of that stuff. But I typically eat a vegetarian diet, let's say 5 to 6 days a week. I am not about to shy away from In-N-Out now that it's here in Idaho, but I don't eat meat a lot. And so she's harping on, all right, sorry, I said harping, but if just in case that she listens, but she was like, you really do need more protein. So I jump on the treadmill together during our free session. This is maybe a week later, and she's walking, I'm walking. It's just a little warm up, and we're going over. She was like, okay, so you said that you don't like meat. Where are you getting your protein from? And I'm kind of going through all my food throughout the day. And I feel like I get a good amount of protein. I would say I get between 50 to 75 grams of protein a day on a vegetarian diet. I think that's pretty good, right? So she's like, no, you need more, you need more. And I adore this woman. So I just want to premise that I absolutely love her. I held the door for her today at the gym. She's one of my favorite people there, but she's significantly younger. So weight loss is easy for her. And so just adding extra protein to her diet would make her lose weight really quick, right? Any little change when you're in your 20s is going to make you lose weight really quick. So I listened, and that's where the second screw up came from. And I started adding in more protein, specifically dairy and eggs. But that was adding calories. And then the weight gain started happening even more. And then, I think I'm doing so well, and I'm feeling good, and I'm moving more, and I'm going to the gym. And like the next time I get on that machine, it's going to be great. All right. So now I walk in again, and she's clearly, one of the newer trainers, at least I'm assuming, because she's trying to drum up new clients, as she should, because she's great. And she's like, hey, Audrey, why don't you get on the machine? It's free, just jump on it. And well, you have to pay for this otherwise. Okay. Like you get it maybe once a year, you get it for free. You can get points for going to the gym, and then you can trade them in to get on this evil machine, we'll call it. And so, anytime somebody's standing at the front door and is like, all you have to do is take off your shoes and socks and we can do it for free like that. And by the way, I'll also give you a free training session next week. Who would say no to that, right? Oh my gosh, you guys. So take off my shoes and socks. Again, I have been kicking butt at the gym. I've been eating healthy. I've been having more protein. I'm closer to about 125 grams per day. I'm like, this is going to be great. Get on the scale, and now I've gained weight. And this is maybe 2 months later. And now I've gained weight. This is not fun for me now, right? And no, it was not muscle, because I know that's what you're thinking. I had gained fat. I had also gained muscle, but I had gained fat. And I went ahead and I set up the free session with her, because why not? And I'm glad I did, because that was when we talked about Barcelona and our friendship grew and all of that. But I go into the gym after that and I'm just deflated. I'm deflated. What am I doing all of this for? I'm half of my morning is gone every day. I'm still a little scared about the germs. I know it's been a while since COVID, but we're still scared. And I have asthma. I'm going into this germy place every day, and is this really worth it? And I just was so defeated. And I was so defeated because I got on the damn scale. I know better. And for those of you who've listened to my, it's the most popular podcast episode I've had here, the one where I say I threw away my bathroom scale. You're probably laughing at me, as you should, because I'm laughing at myself. But I went against my own advice. I mean, yeah, it was not a bathroom scale. It gave me my BMI. It gave me all of this other stuff. But it ruined my efforts for months, because all of my self-worth went onto this stupid piece of paper that shot out from a machine at the gym. I screwed up big time. And then on top of it, I let it change my food choices, which made it even worse. Now, I'm not saying that protein makes you gain weight. I am saying I was eating more calories and therefore I was gaining weight. I made protein my be all end all. And I get that many people will lose more weight by eating more protein. Everybody's different. But I had already figured it out for myself. I already knew what I needed to eat. I already knew what to eat to feel good on a daily basis. Why did I do this to myself? I did this to myself because I got on that stupid scale, which I will never do again, by the way. Please hold me accountable, people at the gym. Don't let me do it. But it's silly that a scale can completely derail all of your healthy actions. So I said, you know what, this is stupid. I'm not losing weight, I'm gaining it. I should not have gotten on that scale. I should not have gotten on that scale, I kept telling myself. And so I went back to what I knew made me feel good. I had my coffee with healthy creamer every morning. I started going back to my green smoothies after I came back from the gym. One, because they're delicious, but two, I just feel so good after I eat them. I started focusing more on the foods that make my body feel good. Now, I cannot stress this more. If eating a high protein lunch is good for you and you feel great after you eat it, then you should be eating it, right? But I am very much a believer of, how does food make you feel an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after you eat it? Not in the moment. Because damn, does a cheeseburger feel good in the moment, but then you feel like crap later, right? So what you want to think about is, how do I feel afterwards? And I was feeling like crap after eating a cup of cottage cheese and an omelet for lunch, just trying to pack in those grams of protein. So I went back to what worked for me. So I'll share with you what I'm having today, because if you listened to last week, I clearly cannot remember very much from, a year ago. But so I have my coffee with my Natural Bliss oat milk brown sugar creamer. If you live in Boise, please don't drink it, because they don't stock it enough here. Find something else, because I need it. I'm just kidding. Then I have my green smoothie. It's a really big handful of baby spinach, half of a frozen banana, 2 tablespoons of all natural peanut butter, and water. I would say it's probably 1 cup of water. I blend it, and then I like a little crunch in my smoothie, so I add some bee pollen. And you don't have to do that, but I have that for breakfast. And then for lunch today, I made my curried lentil soup, which is on the Lose Weight by Eating website. And then tonight, I'm going to make some tofu bowls. But I'm going to skip the carbs for me. My partner is tall and burns calories like it's going out of season. He can have as much rice as he wants. I can't. So I went back to eating what feels good. And everyone is commenting on how great I look. The trainer from the gym is telling me how great I look. So what I want you to take from this is, okay, first of all, you're going to screw up, because even I did. And I have had the screw up conversation with so many people in this industry who are just so much more famous than I am. I've been lucky enough to work with Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser. And we all know, well, most of us know about Bob's health problems when he had his heart attack and all of that. But everyone screws up, right? The last time I saw Bob, he was like, yeah, I had pizza last night. I'm in New York. What am I going to do? Right? We all fall off the wagon. We all make mistakes. And I would rather come to you with my mistakes and put them all out here on the table and be like, listen, you don't have to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. But what we all have to remember is that we have to stop basing our self-worth on what we look like. We have to stop basing our self-worth on what size jeans we wear or what the scale says. We have to just start basing our own self-worth on something good. I'm so proud of myself. I'm trying to make healthy choices every single day, and I feel good. I'm proud of myself. I showed up for my kid last week. I'm really proud of myself. Here's one that I'm really proud of myself. I walked right on up to my ex-abuser / stalker and said hello a few weeks ago. And it was great. And it was fine. And it was liberating. Let's talk about what makes us proud of ourselves. And how often are people saying, I feel proud of myself because I only ate 1,000 calories yesterday? Okay, first of all, you shouldn't say that out loud, honey, because everybody's going to try to feed you a cheeseburger. But at the same time, let's talk about the good things that we're doing, and let's stop basing our self-worth on factors that are not important. So this episode, I went completely off script, so it's not going to be very long, but I did want to talk to you about the screw ups as well as the good things that I have done. The gym has been great for me this year. If you want to know what I have done, I did talk about it a little bit last week, but I have found for me, going to the gym, I have to be very, very flexible. And I said this last week, and I kind of felt like I needed to correct it. I said that every single day that I don't feel like going, on the drive there, I just tell myself, you only have to do what you want to do. If you only just want to get there, go into the sauna, turn around and leave, that's okay, because getting to the gym is the goal. But what I forgot to mention last week was that almost every single time that I have that morning where I'm like, you just have to get there. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you get there and then you sit on your phone. Once you get into the building, that's the only thing you have to do. That is the goal. But what almost always happens on those days that I don't want to be there, those are the days that somehow I work out the hardest. I don't understand it. If anybody out there understands it, please comment. But just getting to the gym has been my goal. And it has transformed my life. And I really do recommend setting your goals a little bit easier than what they have to be, or what you think they have to be, right? So, as we talked about last week with the resolutions, you don't have to have these big, huge, lofty goals. Make them small. Make them easy. I just have to get to the gym. And then let your body do the rest. I full on just dissociate at the gym. I listen to podcasts, I listen to music, and I love it. And here's what I've been doing lately. So for a while there, I try to go 6 days a week. My goal is 5 days a week. I would say I probably get there 5 days a week lately. I used to do upper body workout and a really, really easy walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Then the next day I would do a lower body workout, weights, and then a really easy walk on the treadmill. But I found that if you're on Facebook, I almost fainted at the gym a couple of months ago. I found that if I do a really hard lower body weight workout and then get on the treadmill, it's not good for me. I've worked out too many muscles. So now what I'm trying this week is I'm doing a full body weights workout. I know it's a lot. And that would be Monday. That was today. And then Tuesday would be just cardio. Then Wednesday would be full body workout. Then Thursday, just cardio. Now, keep in mind, I said I try to go for 6 days a week. I only go 5 days a week. So usually there's a missing day in there. Tuesdays are really difficult days for me. So I just say whatever happens, happens on Tuesdays. I have switched up my cardio from sitting on the recumbent bike to running on the treadmill. Do not recommend. Did not love that. To doing that really popular workout that people are talking about right now, where you do 30 minutes on the treadmill at a really, really, really high incline and a really good brisk walk. What's recommended is, I believe, a 12 to 15 incline and a 3.5 speed, but I'm really short, so I had to do a 3.0 speed. Otherwise, I'm running. I did that for a while for 30 minutes, and now I'm just basically walking for an hour just to get my body moving. And I keep changing it. And I find that sticking to a really regimented workout, I get bored. So I give myself the allowance to change anytime. I don't want to do that today. I hate that machine. I'm not going to do it. And that's okay. So the way I see it is any movement is better than no movement. So I hope that's helpful as well. I really do recommend find something that works for you and be okay with changing it and modifying it. But don't let somebody else tell you what to do. Yeah, I specifically only go to the gym by myself because in the past, in other relationships, I've had somebody standing over me telling me what to do, and it's really not enjoyable. So I want to be able to do it on my own. Like I said, I very much disassociate. I have listened to podcasts at the gym while walking and then listened to the same episode the next day and didn't even realize it was the same one because I'm just so gone. Like I just disassociate and I just get it done. And it's been interesting. So I hope that my rambling podcast, this is why I need lists and a format. But, we're just getting back to it, everyone. But I hope that this has been helpful, telling you that even I screw up. Yes. The weight loss gal with all these cookbooks back here screws up. We all do. It's okay. Just don't give up. Every single failure is a learning opportunity. It's a learning opportunity. It reminded me, this is why I don't get on the scale. And on the second note, this is why I don't let other people tell me what to eat, because I have already figured out what works for me. So trust your gut, trust yourself, definitely ask for help when you need it, but also don't be afraid to fail, because failure is such a great opportunity to learn about yourself, to learn how to do it better, to become a more healthy or evolved human being. So embrace your failures and do your best to learn from them. And stay tuned to the next episode of the Lose Weight by Eating podcast. Bye.